This year's FlyInCruiseIn, we're featuring a B-25. The B-25 is very historical. It just arrived here in Marion, Indiana. The weather was a little
wet, cloudy and wet, but it wasn't that bad.
And your name, sir?
Steve. Rabb, R-A-B-B.
Steve, what is your background with the B-25?
Well, I fly for the Yankee Air Force, and I fly a lot of warbirds, and I'm ex-airline retired.
And the co-pilot today was Ron Black. Ron, tell us the history of the B-25.
Well, this particular airplane was built in 1943, and it's a D model B-25, and it's the only flying D model in the world, and that makes it significant, and it's a real piece of history. It also is a combat veteran, too. It has flown several missions in Corsica.
This actual airframe?
The actual airframe did it, yes, it did. And if you look real close, you might find a bullet hole or two in it, too. There's some patches here and there where it was shot at. So it's a famous airplane.
Well, you've had this airplane in your inventory a while, but just recently got it flying. Is that correct?
Absolutely. And these gentlemen right here are some of the guys that worked on it. They spent 4 years, I believe, restoring it. Every piece of wire in this plane's been restored, all the plumbing, fuel tanks, everything. All complete new instrument panel with modern avionics. So it's really a top-notch airplane right now.
All of you are volunteers. You all volunteer your time. What is it about the B-25, the B-17? I know you have a V-77 and a C-47. What is it that makes you all want to give all this time?
It's a disease. Just love them.
And you're
Mary Jane Medlock.
Okay. Now what's your name and where are you from?
Doug Duff from Canada. I'm the Canadian part of this group here. I've been with the group 2 years. They pick on me steady. I've been with the group for about 2.5 years, and they let me in this group. They felt sorry for me. I've worked on everything, excluding the engine, but I've worked with a lot of people, including my best friend here, Rex. And even where he goes, I go, and we're bunk buddies. I love the crew. I love the people in it. And my wife's a Yank. But part of this crew I love is the fact we work together as a team, and we built it and we fly it, and we couldn't do what we're doing now with the people, without the people helping us out, volunteering their time and money, they make us fly.
Tell me what you love about this old airplane.
Just the fact that I get a chance to fly in it, and with the people, you can't believe the camaraderie that there is at the hangar. The pilots, everybody gets along, and we're one mission, just to keep it preserved and to fly it.
Well, being associated with this old airplane, you get to meet a lot of interesting people, don't you? Can you tell me somebody interesting or something that stands out, a B-25 story, maybe a veteran?
Oh, we had last year a gentleman named Billy West. He wrote a book, and he brought 3 of them here, and I gave him my name and address, and I got my book on Halloween afternoon. I finished it Halloween night. I couldn't let it down. It was a book about his work with the B-25 during the war, and one mission in particular where they were into just strafing and cleaning up a little mess, they thought. But it was a big mess. It was one where they had everything collected, and they were shooting right at him, and the pilot says, "Guys, we're going after him." 5 times later, the guns on the ground finally stopped, and he and his crew went back home safe. So, I mean, when you have this kind of a story brought to you, and we're a part of this in a way, at least, you just get a feel of it. And, it can't be any better than that.
It's emotional, isn't it?
Oh, well, one day working in the navigator's area, and another one of the guys was working up here in the nose. In the hangar, they play swing quite often. And we had a P-51 flying around outside, and our B-17 was starting up. And I began to get a deja vu. Now, I was there, but I was a little tiger at that time. But it felt like I was there, And I asked Bob, "Hey, do you feel the same thing I'm feeling?" He said, "Yes, if you're feeling, there's that engine going on out there. Here's the swing music. And here we are in a B-25. He says, "Yeah." And I mean, anytime I think of that, you can just feel the bumps in here now. So it's exciting.
Tell me your feelings about the B-25 and being a part of this group.
What makes it really worthwhile is the people that you meet, the emotional experiences when somebody has maybe some kind of closure because it was a family member or just bringing back some memories and making it positive for them in some way, and just the real emotional experiences you get from people. That's what makes the whole hard work volunteer worthwhile. And I myself help coordinate the flex rides for this aircraft. We call it Flex for flight experience. So we sell rides on our plane to try and keep it flying. So that's what
all the proceeds from a flex ride helps preserve this airplane, doesn't it? And we're not going to leave you out. You got to tell us an experience that you've experienced on the B-25.
Just flying with the volunteers for the B-25. It's a great experience, and working with everybody and the people you meet when we go to the air shows, and just to keep a piece of history flying out there is great in itself.
One thing, in World War II, the B-25, if you were 24 years old flying this airplane, you were the old man in the crew. It's amazing that the young people that we put in these airplanes. Stephen, would you speak to that a minute?
Well, I flew with a gentleman who was 19 years old as an aircraft commander when he bombed Berlin. He was the youngest guy to ever bomb at 19 because of nutrition rate. I mean, the one thing I've found doing this is the people you meet. I've met a lot of veterans. Unfortunately, a lot of them are gone. But that really, which makes the big difference to me on this thing, is it's the people you meet that really did it. We just delivered. They flew it,
And Ron, I'm sure as you go to different air shows, you've had veteran after veteran walk up. Any story, like Stephen here, any story stand out to you that you'll never forget?
Yes, I've had a couple of guys come in the plane, probably more than I can count, older fellas, and they climb in there. They can hardly walk across the ramp, but they get in that airplane and the spring is different. They jump right up that ladder and they get in that seat and they start smelling the smells in there and they start looking around, and you'll see tears come to their eyes. It's amazing.
We just had that, didn't we?
Absolutely. I had a
gentleman who I wanted to take for a ride, and he didn't want to go. He said he's taken off twice and never landed. He's jumped. So he said he could live without the ride. I said, I can understand that.
Well, I know really when the veterans come up, you can get a wide variety of emotions. I mean, there'll be some people that maybe don't want anything to do with this airplane because of their life experience. This B-25, as we're looking at it, Stephen, historically, it's very original. Is that correct?
Yes, I would say it's pretty original on the outboard appearance, but inside is all modern electronics, dual GPS, to meet with the ATC system we fly in. I mean, and the two gentlemen I brought up, the two veterans, it's completely different because in today's environment, you got to have it to operate in the weather and
You wouldn't have got in here today without it, would you?
Well, we might have, but not as easy. That made it very easy when you have the moving map. So I think that's the beauty of it. They spend the money on it. It's very well maintained.
See, this is the only one of its kind flying.
Thank you all.